No, 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 no.
No! God, please, no!
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh, no!
Oh no!
Oh hell no.
You are listening to the Oh No Radio Show.
Eat a bag of dicks.
So yeah, I'm coming to you. I need some help here. I need a good couple pranksters out there to help me with a good old-fashioned prank.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I don't want you anymore. Yes, baby, I told you before. You went away and you said you left me, and now you live in misery. Although you want me to take you back, you said you're sad about missing that.
Oh no, baby! That's right, that's right, that's right. We are back with a new theme song for this week. A little Oh No Radio Show cover there. Anyway, my name is Owen. I am the captain of this shit ship, and along with me is my good friend Mikey. Mike B, my mustached muse. What are you, the the king of fentanyl? What was it?
Fentanyl of podcasting.
The fentanyl of podcasting. Mike B is here with me. Yeah, I think maybe even gonna get Ty later on in the evening. It's been like a month or something since he's been on the show. Right?
He has not been here in a minute.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that is something. It's definitely crazy, but it'll be good to have him back. Me and you just doing the Lord's work. Basically holding everything down. Mike's like sober and like healthy now, which is weird. So
I'm not healthy.
No.
Get that cleared up.
Yeah,
Slightly sober. It's more sober than I have been.
Are you California sober officially, or how's that working?
Bro, I can't even smoke too much weed, or I get like the same panic-induced chest pain.
Did you just get old, like in the span of like a week or something? Like, what happened?
I don't know. It was like 2 weeks before my birthday, and everything started failing.
Yeah, it sounds
everything
like
just
it.
quit.
Everything quit on you all at once, huh?
Yeah, so now I don't do anything. I just go to work and come home and sleep, and that's about it.
Oh, you don't even play your video games?
I barely have time.
Barely have time to do that?
Because I'm so tired.
I thought getting sober, like, you're supposed to get all this energy, and no, that didn't happen?
Well, so I think it's also because, like, when they say get sober, they're like, well, we just mean off alcohol, like, and, like, drugs, and not the legal drugs that you're allowed to do and, like, allowed to participate in, like nicotine and caffeine, because I got rid of those, too. I think that's what's making it harder. Is because I was like, all right, we'll just take alcohol, nicotine, and caffeine and throw them all out the window all at once, and I won't do any of them. And yeah, dude, now I'm literally tired all the time.
You know what I was going to say to you? I'm like, maybe you should stop. Like, obviously, you've stopped with the vaping of the nicotine or whatnot, right? Like, that's how you were consuming. Because you stopped smoking cigarettes a while back.
Yeah, a couple years ago.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Okay, maybe like the vaping of it is bad for you too. Maybe you should do like the Zins, right? You should hop on like the Zins. But then I figured like if you were to pop those things up your front gum, it would just fall out in between your teeth.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't even know if you're physically capable of doing the Zin.
Well, and I think nicotine itself is still isn't good for you. I think it still fucks with your bro. It's got to be either like my blood pressure or something like that that's all fucked up, and doing any of those things
Yeah.
puts like my blood pressure all out of whack. Because even if I smoke too much weed, I can feel it in my chest. I'm like, whoa, this isn't good.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah, you can put it in your bottom lip. You can bottom lip 'em. You can.
I mean, I could just, I would say I could just go and start doing old school dipping, but I think
Yeah.
it's the nicotine itself that's not good for me.
Nah. It's fine. You're fine. I'd say just maybe not do the 8 milligram zins, but maybe just maybe a little.
They got hires? They got 12s? 15s?
I think they go up to 9 or 10s, man. Which I've done one of those before. That shit's a lot. That'll make my heart race. It's actually not a fun time. I'll be honest. 9 is the highest. Okay. Happy Hour with Deuce is in the chat room. Hi, Deuce. Kyle Deuce from Happy Hour, and Ariel and Deuce is in there. Join the chat. Twitch.tv/Ono Radio Show.
Hold the fucking phone.
ONRS Live, rather. Sorry, I got it all wrong.
Hold the phone, Owen.
What?
I put it into the old Googs.
Yeah.
And it says maximum Zen strength by region. The highest thing you can get in the U.S. is 6.
No. I've fucking seen at least an 8 or a 9. I think he's right.
Well, that's not even the worst part. Europe, guess how high you can get?
2.
13.5.
What? Damn. That's for
That's
all
not even
those
the
French.
highest.
That's for all those French people that start smoking when they're babies.
That's not even the highest. How you know how far you can go in Asia?
What?
14.
That's a lot, man. Do you know the average cigarette is between it's about 2? It's about
Yeah.
It's about 2 to 3 milligrams. I think is the average smoke. So if you're going, the Russian ones go up to 20. I believe that,
Brother.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if I lived in Russia, I'd need a 20 milligrams in pouch.
If I was in the Stranger Things upside down, I would probably need it too. You know?
Need the 20. I need the
Yeah,
20
yeah,
milligrams in.
Do you think those kids? I mean, because the kids now, do you think all the child actors, all the Stranger Things kids? I bet you they're smoking now because they're older. They're all doing drugs. Do you think they're doing drugs yet?
I mean, they've got to be in the late teens, if not early 20s by now.
Those kids have at least all right, in real life, right? Those kids have all drank, all smoked weed, probably done a little bit of the old booger sugar, a little nose beer, if you will, I bet you they have. I bet you, and I wonder if they'll play into that in this next season. There's a scene where they're they should do that, right? Where they are playing Dungeons and Dragons and smoking pot. They should probably do that.
Dude, so we just watched E.T. a little bit ago, earlier today.
Mm.
The beginning of E.T., all of the boys, the Elliot's older brother Michael, in the movie, the opening scene, they're playing Dungeons and Dragons, and somebody's smoking. They're in high school, and somebody's smoking. And the weirder thing is, the mom's right there. She's she's washing dishes in a silk bathrobe.
Are they smoking weed or are they smoking cigs?
Yeah, I assume so.
Yeah,
they don't make a differentiation, and you don't actually get to see what is smoking, but you see smoke all around the table.
Well, it's the whole that was the whole stereotype, right? You could smoke if you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, you're in a basement and it's smoky, right?
I mean, I think so, but
it was supposed to be weed in in that 70s show, right? They had the smoking circle and they were clearly all getting high. And I don't know. I don't know if Stranger Things in this day and age they'll cross that barrier. They should, because I guess they probably won't, because they're all nerds, right?
Yeah.
But the Joyce, like the mom, Winona Ryder, and then David Harbour, they're all smoking. And if I was 11 too, the amount of stress that she's been in, fucking let her have a Camel Light, you know?
Yeah, I would say fire a heater for her.
Yeah,
Let it go.
yeah. I don't know. Deuce does bring up an interesting question though, like how many cosplay chicks you think they're taking down at the cons? Like the kid with no teeth or whatever, like him, like he's slaying, bro.
He is. He's definitely getting some ladies showing up. Like, at his room after.
I think the other two are probably gay. Like I don't know. I think
they look a little.
Like I think all three of them are a little gay. If you ask me, but the black kid, that dude, he's slanging. I bet you he's slanging.
Oh, he is. I mean,
dripping in it.
He's probably knee deep in ladies. I mean, it's such a popular thing. I'm guessing they probably are getting more attention than like the actual like old enough guys to sleep with people.
Yeah.
On the show.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Apart from David Harbour, because we found out about him. Wasn't he was with a pop star, and then he got busted because he was cheating on her. He was and he went on one of those like kind of like an Ashley Madison, but for rich people sites, and he was trying to.
Oh, isn't it like Raya?
Yeah, it's like a Tinder for rich people or like celebrities, and then he got busted. He was with not Billie Eilish. It was the oh man, you looking it up?
Let's see.
Who was he married to? He
was married to Lily Allen.
That's the one. Yeah, he was cheating.
And he was that's not even the hard thing. He had a 3-year affair with a costume designer.
Damn, that's scumbag.
While married to Lily Allen.
That's scumbag shit, really. I mean, but like he's got a big old hopper, I bet. He's a tall
he's probably
dude.
got a huge
He's
donger.
A tall dude, like big old hopper.
He looks like the doofy guy that does just like unnaturally have a huge hog.
Yeah, he does. You're right. I
can see it.
The opposite of me.
Yeah, I mean, you look like Microween.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. You know, I mean, looks can be deceiving. In some cases, they are. In some cases, well, they look good. Yeah,
sometimes the looks are good.
It's just proportionate, you know, like skinny, average. You know, it's what it is. What it is. Anyway, moving on with the show. I have I don't know. Yeah, we'll get to this now. Why not? So I talked about it before, getting laid off at the end of the year. Companies closing up shop here in Orlando, which means all the stuff that I've got to send it back to San Diego. All the gear is like going to the other portion of the company that's in California. And so I've got my audio workbox that I tricked it out. It's like, it was something that it's a piece of pride for me, right? Like this piece of,
right.
this it's got all my adapters. It's like, it's super well organized. And it's kind of like, it kind of bothers me that some other douchebags, they're probably going to take it. They're going to ruin it, right? And
not going to organize it properly.
Yeah.
They're just going to let everything go to hell.
Exactly. They're going to tie-ify it and just kind of like throw everything in a drawer. I know what they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to find a good prank that I can do. Now I've got 4 drawers in this thing and a whole like other compartment to it. So it's like, think about it like 5 different compartments that we can utilize here. What sort of a prank can we orchestrate so that when they open it up, they know that I was there?
I mean, I guess we can go with the classics, like just fill it with the dildos.
Okay. All right.
But I mean, if you're really trying to send your mark that Owen was here, maybe dildos send the wrong message.
Maybe. I'm thinking about like some fake poos. Like I might have to do a fake poo in there. That would be good.
You know what? I don't think the fake poo gets enough juice anymore.
No, it doesn't. Good old fake poo would be good. and I'll hide it underneath stuff. So they like, but I don't want one that's like the stereotypical old school like prank fake poo was like a doggy poo, like the swirly
coiled poo.
I want a log poo, a fake log poo that I'm gonna hide in there. Maybe put it in a mic case,
Ooh, if you could find like a fake poo log,
yeah,
and then seal up whatever case it's in with a bunch of stink bombs, so that when they,
See, I don't want to go that bad though. I like some of those people, and I don't want to necessarily like I just want it to be like a what like type of reaction. I don't necessarily want to like because I kind of still want to get work from them, so I don't want to like stink it up real bad.
Well, what if you did like the old snakes in the peanut canister?
That would be good. I also kind of want to do like a multi-pronged approach to this. Like I'm thinking maybe like there'll be a very, very hidden one. There'll be the obvious one, like, oh, funny, fake poo, Owen. All right, that was good. And then like as they keep going, like there's more and more. And then there's one that gets them like later down the road type thing.
Okay, so I've heard of these things where they make them, they're like little, like, it's like once you pull the tab out of them, they make like they make a noise. Like,
the chirping noise. Yeah,
like
yeah,
a little,
yeah.
If it was like your, what is it? The fire alarm. Like when your fire detector goes out of batteries. That
like, yep. It does it like intermittently, like every 10 minutes. It'll just do one little. Yeah, they're cheap, man. I can get that.
And they've got enough battery to last for like months.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
they make them with like cricket sounds. They make them all like, yeah. Okay, that's not a terrible one. I don't mind that because I can probably engineer a way to like put that like underneath it and like stick it to the bottom. So like, and this is a thing that'll never get tipped over or lifted up. Like it's heavy. Like it's a 500-pound work box. It's huge. So like I could probably like stick that under there. That'll drive them good. That'll drive them good and crazy. But kind of a problem if there's a lot of African Americans working around the box because they're
just gonna think they're at home.
Yeah, they don't hear it. So what? It's true. It's a true thing. We proved it.
That's it. I mean, there are a lot of there. I play D&D with someone who has an out of battery smoke detector in there. And the bad thing is, there's like four other people that I play with, and I can't figure out who's the one with the bad smoke detector.
Yeah, Teresa. Well, if there's a black dude on there.
No.
Oh, you don't let him into you don't let him into your games, do you?
Well, I think one of them's Asian or slightly.
That doesn't
partial
count.
Asian.
They're hyper aware of fire alarms or smoke. Yeah, they're hyper aware. I think. Like, yeah.
It's got to be one of the whitos.
Thanks. Yeah. Well, maybe is there a hoodie one? Is there more of a hood guy in there? Maybe he's.
I don't think so. I think everyone's pretty
just straight up white boy.
Pretty straight up. I think both of the. One of them is a truck driver. One is like, and the other two are teachers.
What the fuck is going on with D&D these days?
Bro, can I be honest? Can I get something off my chest?
Sure.
D&D used to be for the uncool dudes who were just either had a sprinkling of the tism or even to full blown.
Yeah, you and Ty.
Me and Ty, definitely like the poster children for playing D&D.
Mm-hmm.
And now you've got guys like, I don't know if you know who they are, Rhett and Link. They're these two like massive.
I didn't know they were into D&D, but they've been like YouTubers for years, right? They're very popular.
Yep, and
I don't understand why they're very popular, but they are.
No idea.
No. Because they don't do anything funny.
Well, and they both look like fucking chuds.
Yeah, and they're not even like good looking really. They're just kind of like just normal dude. Maybe that's the appeal. They're just normal dudes.
Yeah. Well,
they're not like sexy.
They're playing
like
D&D
me.
now. And I'll be honest, like I get that sometimes you want to like play around and have fun with D&D, but at its core, you still need to be playing the game.
Yeah.
And all these people that aren't real D&D players are just like, it's like they're half making fun of it when they're playing.
I'll speak on your behalf here. I'll call them out. I've seen that good old Samantha, Har, and Travis from good old Semantics. They've been playing a little bit. I think they're both too attractive to play D&D.
I don't know that they would. Maybe Travis, because I know Travis can get into it, but I would love to sit down and watch one of those sessions.
I think Samantha's not really taking it seriously. I think she's one of these like you're talking about. It's kind of just like, oh, I'm in the dungeon, like not really taking it seriously.
Again, I want to see one of these games that they play.
Now, I would be the same way if I was playing it, right? But you know what you get with me. And at least I understand that, like I'd tell you straight up, I'm going to clown on this the whole time.
I'm playing
right?
it straight. This is how I'm doing it.
Well,
and again, that's why I would be hesitant to bring it into a game and be like, yeah, Owen, play with us. It'll be fun. I'll teach you how to play because you're gonna take a piss at it.
I'm gonna watch the world burn. Yeah, like I'm that type of guy.
And it's really taken D&D away from us people who, for the longest time, it was all we had.
Yeah.
It was really our only way to enjoy. And
what was it then? Because I know like there was a big kind of like, I think it was like a two-pronged thing. Like you had the World of Warcraft crowd kind of like migrate into playing D&D, right? Like I know those two worlds are kind of like interchangeable. Like there's some D&D players that went into World of Warcraft, but then there were players that World of Warcraft that had never played D&D that had now got into D&D. So I think you got some of those. I think that's part of the popularity. I think even before that, you kind of had your like Lord of the Rings and stuff like that. Like when that, got super popular, I think that probably brought attention to it with like, the orcs and the elves and the different races and all that shit.
But that was 20 years ago, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's got to be like the Stranger Things effect had to have happened, right?
Mm-hmm. I honestly think that's probably what sparked a lot of it. Is you took something that was hyper popular, and it just so happened to have like a big D&D influence to it.
Yeah.
And so now everyone's like,
the kids play it in the show, and it's and it's the right like era, the right time frame for it, right? So that's part of it.
Yeah, so it's definitely it definitely opened up those gates, but then I think you've also got like a lot of really kind of burgeoning big media companies like Dropout, which is what used to be College Humor. They do a ton of Dungeons and Dragons content. So you've got one of these huge comedy outlets doing a boatload of D&D. And I think coming from all of that, a lot of these things were also showing that like, oh, dude, you don't have to just be a dork. Like now we've got like a bunch of gay guys playing D&D.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Dungeons
no. And it's not that I'm against gay guys playing D&D. It's just that the gay guys in this day and age are too cool, too popular. They're not the type. They are already social. They're already butt fucking and like hanging out at clubs and doing things like when they're like 15 years old. They're like doing drugs and being cool and like
you didn't need D&D.
They don't need D&D. Like I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
I think D&D for the longest time was a way to get kids to come out of their shell, to be sociable.
Yeah. Like theater kids don't need D&D.
Not anymore.
I mean,
theater's cool.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like maybe back in the day, like I could see theater kids. Like I think it was actually very popular with kids that were into theater and that type of thing. Right. Like it would make sense. But now I don't, because they were outcasts. Now they're not so much outcasts.
And you know what? that pushes me straight over the edge, bro.
I don't blame you.
When I was in high school, even as like a nerdy robotics like outcast,
Yeah.
we were still better than the theater kids.
Well, yeah. See, I was never a full-blown theater kid. I dipped my toe into that world, but I was never full-blown into it. Like
Well, you went past theater. You went straight to movie.
I was actually like a goddamn,
movie star.
Movie star, exactly. I was like borderline like child
But
celebrity.
now, fucking theater kids, like, it's not the weirdo dorks. Everybody did a little bit of theater now.
Yeah. I don't like that either. I'm with you. I'm not even a D&D guy, but I'm kind of sticking up for what you're sticking up for here.
We need to take, high school level social cliques and put them back to the way they were
goddamn
in the
right.
late 80s, early
90s. Yeah, this goes back to what we've been saying for years, is that
Bring about the shame.
Bring about the shame. Let's get back to bullying. Right? Like let's make sure that they know what they're not the alpha males like the jocks on the football field. Like let's get some more swirlies on the nerds. Nowadays, like the football players are like, well, he suffers from mental health issues, so I'm not gonna like really bully him that much.
And they're all bully him. He's got autism.
Yeah, and then they're all friends with the nerds now. Like, get it together, you jocks. Like a part of the problem is you.
I don't even see. Well, that's because we took away bullying, which I think
is the
we've
biggest
already covered.
problem. Yeah,
used to keep people really self-aware of who and what they were.
And how are you going to expect a kid who has been bullied his whole, childhood? How are you going to expect him to like really then work on himself later on in life and become the CEO of a huge company? He's not had the hardship that a lot of the old like nerds had to be able to, like the old saying, right? Like the nerds
what
of
are you
today,
overcoming?
The nerds of today drive the Lamborghinis of tomorrow or whatever.
The news junkie did. Yeah.
Right? That is not what's going to happen with this generation of nerds. They're going to be driving worse cars than the jocks. They're going to be having shittier jobs because they're being told that what they're doing is just fine. Just fine.
Dude, I tell you, it is how we got. And again, live your life the way live your life the way you're gonna. You see these, young guys with fucking pink, dye pink hair.
Oh, God.
And
one more nose ring with these kids.
They got 2 and 3 nose
Even
rings.
you've grown up. I can barely even see. Is yours even in?
I don't even know. I took it out.
Yeah,
months
you took
ago.
it out. Yeah, exactly. Like even you figured that out.
You got these kids out there dressing and young guys carrying around Labubu's on there.
Yeah.
And I know this sounds real old man yells at cloud. I totally get it. But bullying used to curb so much of this.
Yeah, basically like shitty antisocial behavior that isn't going to work in the real world. That's what bullying was for. It's like, yeah, you're not allowed to play with your wrestling figures at school, Owen. Like, you're a nerd. You have to go home and hide in your bedroom to do that, right? Like, at a certain point, like, it isn't cool or like whatever to do that. And I got bullied for sure for things like that.
And guess what? You could still do all those things that you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
You just had to do them, behind a closed door.
Exactly.
If you wanted to, prime example, if you wanted to be a furry, you had to do that shit under the highest level of secrecy.
Okay.
Or else you just got bullied indefinitely.
And I don't care what anybody says. This is a hot take right here that probably isn't super popular in this day and age. But if you're a furry, I believe wholeheartedly there is a sexual connotation to all furryism.
Oh, yeah.
And they've tried to convince us that isn't all. No, they just like dressing up in the blah, blah, blah. No, you want to be a dog and you want to, put a collar on and like be told the rough. You know what I mean? You want to yiff, which I think is the sexual, the term they use for being like a sexual for yiffing. I've never heard this. Explain it to me.
Yiffing, I do believe I'm gonna look
Y
this
I
up.
F F I N G.
YIFF.
Never
Yiffing.
heard of this one. This one's a new one to me.
Yeah, sexual activity or intercourse between anthropomorphic animal characters. So if your fursona,
Uh-huh.
is-
fursona, that's a thing?
well, that's who you are as.
Oh no,
what-
I got it.
Um, but again, I believe wholeheartedly that if we still had just some bullying,
Just a little. Not
Just-
over the top. Not like we're gonna beat this. We're not like that one gay kid, Matthew Shepard, I want to say it was.
oh yeah, who they
It,
just beat and hung.
Yeah,
and-
beat and hung for being gay and all that. No, that's not what we're talking
That's
about.
too far.
We're
That's way
talking
too
about a
far.
little just like verbal, like, oh, come on, man. Like, just you fucking nerd. Like, we're talking about shit like that. Not even physical violence or anything. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about a little bit of like a, like kind of like a shoulder check in the hall or a, like a, yeah.
like where you
yeah,
you pump
ooh,
you pump fake
you
at
pump fake
somebody.
it. They're never really going to hit you, but, like.
Yeah, but you lived in a small modicum of fear because you knew that if people found out that like you went home and dressed up in a fursuit and like went out and you went to the what is it, the Civic Center once or twice a year and like hung out with all the rest of your furry dudes, if people found out like you could be outcast from school.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm saying, and maybe we don't even need to go that far, but we do need to bring back a little bit
of shame.
Yeah. So that people don't keep thinking that everything's just okay to do.
All right, we're totally on the same page. Whilst you were saying we were discussing this, I think I found a way to combine the two topics that we've mentioned tonight. Not only the bullying and the Dungeons and Dragons thing, but also my work box, my thing with the prank. What about this? It's a slight bully to all those people that I'm sending the thing back to. Now, keep in mind, this is full of adapters and cables and like things that are very like utilized in my industry. What if I've got a whole pile of bad versions of that are like bad cables that are broken? What if I stocked it as a prank with everything that doesn't work?
Ooh.
So it literally.
Now the only thing I would say in advice against this is, what if they think that like that's who you are?
That's like I'm just
Owen uses. Why does he have all these broke? Oh, that's just Owen.
No.
Maybe we don't hire him for new work.
Yeah, there is.
Unless it's like the first drawer is all broken garbage, and the accessory drawers from there, it's like, hey, just kidding, guys. Here's all the
that's
all the
right.
regular
Yeah,
cables.
okay. Maybe like one drawer that has the fake poo in it. That's the one that has all like the poo stuff. And then the one with the glitter bomb that goes off or whatever, that one has all the stuff that works. Like, hey, you found the good stuff. Hey,
Dude. I mean, I'm trying to remember the guy who did it because he's like a big famous. It's like Mark Robles or something was having like a hard time because people were stealing his packages. So he spent like 3 years like just prototyping and testing and retesting and re-prototyping until he got to this little box that's got like cameras and like a scent blaster, and like when you open it, it like spins up and like just launches this like microfine glitter dust that like you can't get off, and it's stuck everywhere.
I mean, that would actually probably get a lawsuit on me because this is an AV shop and that stuff's probably like not good for any of my. Yeah, that would probably not be a good idea. And even like a glitter bomb is not a terribly great. Maybe a confetti could do it. Maybe.
You know what, Owen? I was at the old Spencer Gifts today. We drove up to the Altamont Mall and just did a little mall walk around.
Yeah.
At the old Spencer's, and you get to the back of the Spencer's and they have the whole cabinet for it's like bachelorette parties where it's like, dick
little
lollipops,
dicks and like, dick
penis crowns and penis straws.
Mm-hmm.
One, nothing there for bachelor parties. Like there's no like pussy lollipops and little
You're right.
pussy gummies and titty everything.
It should be all right. Like pussy's good, but like it really would be big tits and big titties, like or big asses, big titties. Like that's what you need. Like they do have a lot of like those little toys, like the old bouncing, like the chattering teeth that are the bouncing boobies. I used to have a set of those. But you're right, not as big. Like guys don't. When they like, we're going to a bachelor party, you don't see like the bachelor wearing like a bachelor sash and drinking out of a titty straw, you know. But
and do you know why, Owen?
Why?
Because we used to have bullying, and we fucking bullied that enough to where you don't get it.
Yeah, you're right. I tell you what, though, it's probably $1 million idea.
I mean, with the way that the gentleman
society is going,
guys nowadays,
yeah, exactly.
You probably could put out like, oh, this is like the bachelor party, like fake set of tits, and you wear the fake set, and we got a titty.
I want
titty
a titty
crown.
hat. I want a titty hat where it's like floppy titties that are like on the side of your head. That do you remember in Little Nicky? Actually, you remember when I think it's the devil or somebody gets like tits on his head.
Kevin Nealon.
Kevin Nealon. He has the tits on his head. I want like a hat like that you have to wear on your bachelor party. That's just basically two titties. That would sell. I think we could sell a lot of those. We should prototype that. On a radio show, TM.
I'm looking up. Oh man, yeah. There's like 1,000 hats that all just say titties, or I love titties, or I love big boobs.
No, we want a titty hat. We want an actual hat made of tits.
Oh wait, I think I might have found it.
You found one?
Yeah, there's Oh Jesus Christ! It's a snapback trucker hat with foam titties in like a bikini.
Okay, it's getting close. That's good.
It's almost there. We're so close. I mean, yeah, we got a booby baseball cap. It's $50 though. Yeah, I mean, most of them just say like I love boobs.
Yeah.
Or titties and things like that. Yep.
All right.
We're gonna have to make our boob hat, Owen.
Yeah, we know. I think this is $1 million idea. We should definitely do that. I mean, if again for bachelorette or if bachelorette parties can do it, why can't we do it? Here's your pussy flavored lollipop.
Yeah, come get a pussy flavored lollipop. Oh, you wanna? It's like a straw that like when you press the little button, it squirts, but it's got like a vagina on the end of it.
All right. Now you're getting real. Okay. That's.
Oh, dude, like one of the little clown flowers, but it's a vagina. And you can like you pump it and.
All right. This is
that's $1 million idea right there, dude. The old clown flower, but it's a vagina.
Do you think Tom Cruise would be equally as mad as when he got shot in the face with the one clown flower? When he got shot in the face with?
I mean, he got real upset about that.
Yeah.
Wasn't he like?
Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Yeah, it was a lot of that. But
I think it's because they were clowning him. He was just like, "I'm Tom Cruise. Nobody
is allowed to clown me. I've never been bullied. I'm too good looking to be bullied." Do you think Tom Cruise?
He is short enough to get bullied.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I think he probably was bullied a little bit when he was young, but I wonder if he doesn't strike me as an actual bully. Like he strikes me as like being kind of like a typical Hollywood kind of douchebag and maybe having an ego. But I don't think he's a bully. Do you?
He's probably, I think, because of his like a rank in Scientology.
Yeah.
He's got to be kind of like at least like a be cool bro all the time.
I think you're right.
Want to give Scientology a bad name.
Yeah, it probably plays into it. Who's the biggest bully in Hollywood?
I mean, it's probably going to be one of these like it's probably a comedian.
True,
because they can get away with it a lot more.
Yep, that's a good point. That's a good point.
I was listening to an interview with a comedian recently.
I guess. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
It was a comedian that I follow, Stavros Halkias, and he was saying he was in a cab ride with Willem Dafoe and Alicia Silverstone, and they were being kind of a dick to Alicia Silverstone, and he was able to like step right in and be like, hey, like quit fucking doing that.
Yeah.
Because and he cites that like I'm just a comedian, like no one has any expectations out of me, so I can be a little more rough around the edges than like Willem Dafoe can.
That's true. That is a good point.
So I'm thinking we're probably
also,
looking
why
at...
are you gonna fucking talk shit about Alicia Silverstone? Man, those goddamn Aerosmith videos back in the day. You kidding me?
Yeah, dude.
Come on, man.
Also,
that made me a man,
dude. So a distinct memory from that video where it's like Alicia Silverstone like does like the backwards dive off the bridge,
yeah,
and she's got the cord. It doesn't look like a bungee cord when you see it like.
I have to see it back. It's been a long time.
You'd have to go back and look at it, but she doesn't like bounce and then like do like the up down thing like if it was a bungee cord.
Right.
It kind of just like it hits tension and just like like snaps.
That's not good.
Yeah, it does definitely look. I'm like, oh my god, they just broke Alicia Silverstone's back or whatever stunt person was doing that.
Yeah,
they just snapped that person's back in half.
Also, wasn't it those videos that old creepy Steven Tyler put his daughter in? Like a bunch of Liv Tyler was in a bunch of the Aerosmith videos as the sexy chick, right?
Yeah. And she was again, I think he was like trying to set her up to be like, oh, you're gonna be a movie star, or
probably
you're gonna be
like
someone famous.
But one of them has both of them, right? Silverstone and Liv Tyler, and aren't they like kind of like Bonnie and Clyding, and like, isn't it that one you're talking about? Aren't they both in that? I feel like one of them's got both of them in them.
Yeah,
and they're sort
crazy.
And crazy, and they're sort of lesbian, right? Like they're sort of like it's hinted.
Oh yeah, they're like, ooh,
yeah.
They're
being sexy
like
together. Yeah, for sure. It's kind of Bonnie and Clyde-ish, right? I think that's.
And let me tell you, they fed it to me, and I believed every bit of it. I was like, oh hell yeah!
I did.
Liv Tyler and Alicia Silverstone.
That's a good mix.
Ooh, that's hot.
And Liv was smoke show back in the day too. Even if she did have her dad's lips and stuff.
Well, for me.
But we know why
Liv Tyler. It was those like she had those like real soft like bedroom eyes all the time.
That's why she was a good. Back to the D&D thing and Lord of the Rings. That's why she was a good elf.
Yeah. Playing Arwen.
Good elf.
That 15-year-old me was like, I don't know if this is acceptable, but I would bone an elf. Like,
I think it's acceptable. Out of all the races in Lord of the Rings, I mean, I guess apart from human, but the humans are kind of gross, right? Like I'd want to bang.
All like Brits.
Well, true. You know, we're hit or miss, man. We're hit or miss.
Yeah.
Like some of them.
But all the
gorgeous.
elves were, bro. Even some of the dude elves, crazy hot,
good looking. Yeah, you're right.
And yeah, like you don't. Oddly enough, you never see a female dwarf, even though they make a big point to like talk about that there are female dwarves.
We
and I know
cleared that up. We cleared that up. I believe it. I believe you. You know, but you're right. In the movie, they do not do that.
But yeah, I think in all of fantasy, like sleeping with an elf is like they're like, yeah, it's totally cool.
Well, the hobbits themselves, they were all horny for the elves a little bit, right?
Yeah, I mean they did all they looked at Galadriel like, hey now,
you know,
I would. Well, and they also describe it as like she's so like she's like otherworldly beautiful, like she's that much. Even amongst the elves, she is apparently like insanely. She's like an insanely hot elves, and when the floor for.
She's the porn star, supermodel of the elven community.
Yeah, and so you're already looking at like the floor for elves was already
pretty high.
Pretty hot. Like way too hot.
Yeah.
And then she's the hottest of them all. Like, come on, that's unimaginable beauty.
You know what I don't like is like that's how we should view aliens. You know how like we always just view aliens as being like creepy looking and like, you know, the stereotypical alien
hairless,
gray or
egghead.
whatever. Right. Like none of us want to bone the aliens. Like we need like to we need to reinvent
I'd smash some gray cheeks. Whatever.
Would you? I don't know, man. It's not my style. It's like a little Epstein-y for me. But, like it's a little, I don't know.
What, because they're short or they're small?
And skinny and little and all that. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of, fuck my wife.
Well, that's true.
Fuck my wife is all of those things. God damn it. But she's beautiful. And she's, yeah. But no, like, she's not, creepy looking like an alien. Like,
Yeah.
I think we need a redesign of the aliens. I think we need to have some hot aliens.
Well, I mean, you got to remember there was that, like Captain Kirk was trying to basically fuck every single alien. Anytime an alien came aboard, he's like,
Captain Kirk
oh
was
my.
pretty. Yeah, Captain Kirk was pretty horny back in the day.
He was a pioneer of space age horniness.
He was an interracial space age horniness. Didn't he have the first
interspecies
and interracial?
Yeah,
because one of them was I don't know if she was an alien or not, but there was a black chick on there that he got down with, right?
Oh, Uhura.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. That was Kirk, right?
Yeah,
that was Captain Kirk.
Totally horny for his like black communications lieutenant,
and she was hot. I don't blame him.
Yeah, say what you want about Shatner, but like he did pioneer. Like, yeah, dude, fuck whatever you want.
You know what? I'm a Shatner fan. I'll say it. I like Shatner. I've got a good feeling about Shatner. I think he's a good dude. I think he's always been a good dude. And you know what? Pretty handsome devil back in the day. You can't command the Starship Enterprise. Is that, yeah? Starship Enterprise, Starfleet, whatever they were. He can't be a Captain Kirk without being like a charismatic, good-looking leader.
Yeah. I don't know. It says like, okay, so I basically asked Google the question: is William Shatner a good dude?
Oh no!
And I think this is what's gonna ruin.
Oh, no.
This is what ruins Google, is because we ask it questions like this.
Yeah.
And it's like arguments for him being a good dude. It's like philanthropy, career longevity and success, modern public persona.
Yeah.
His unique career path, and they're like, oh, those are all things where he was a good dude.
What else did he do?
But the arguments against him being a good dude, apparently he's like a difficult dude to work with.
That's fine. He's William goddamn Shatner.
Yeah, and that leads into his like perceived arrogance and ego. And I was willing to like, okay, well, I mean, if you're William Shatner, like you're probably going to have a bit of an ego. You'll probably be a little bit arrogant about things.
Yeah, it's like me. I mean, it doesn't mean I'm not a good dude just because I know my worth.
But then it gets down to the bottom, and it's like he does have some alleged harassment and retaliation against like people that worked for him. Now
that I could see it, I could see him kind of pulling a old James Bond. You know, what's his face?
The Pierce Brosnan,
give her a slap. Sean Connery.
Oh, Sean Connery.
Yeah, he comes from that kind of era where I do feel like he's probably slapping like catering girls' asses, like trying to fuck all the stewardesses. Kind of a Ric Flair situation.
Bro, can you
maybe shaking his tallywhacker around on, like in costuming and wardrobe, like, hey, like.
So, there was the era of like what was it, like the 50s, the 60s, maybe some 70s.
I think you can get into the 70s and even probably early 80s with some of that.
Where
probably early 90s.
If you were open hand, like giving somebody a smack on the tush, there was that portion of people that were like, that's pretty cool.
You know what?
Like men and women alike.
Okay, men and women, and I'll go ahead and say this: that is obviously wrong. That you shouldn't be doing that to women without their consent, right?
Right.
But, and I'll go ahead and say this: I think there were some women that definitely did not like it and definitely felt that it violated them. But there were also some women that were like, and kind of really did like it.
They enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think so.
And you know what? I think in today's world, where there's been no bullying for 20 years.
Yeah.
I think
bring back the ass slap.
Well, with the no bullying, and we've kind of gotten into the area where it's like no shame either. So if people
Yeah.
want to be like, if they want to be sexually
free,
proliferated and
yeah.
free,
Yeah.
I think there might be a larger population now that would, if it was the right person and there was no power dynamic on the backside that like, oh, if you don't let me smack your ass, like it's going to be a problem. I think there's a larger population that would be okay with a little bit of like
misogyny. Like a little, like
just a little bit of butt slapping.
Okay. This name came in mind. I was gonna ask you, like who's like the hottest alpha male dude that the chicks are into now, and like I don't know if it is anymore, but for a while there, like everybody was into Jason Momoa, the Aquaman dude or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
If that dude comes up to your girl, kind of like jokingly slaps her ass and gives you a wink, you're not even mad, and she's not even mad. I'm telling you, right? Like, let's be real. If he did that to Teresa, she'd be like, "Oh my god," you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if she's probably not. She's not into like muscly dudes. I mean, hence me. But realistically, like, there's got to be somebody out there for everyone of what you're into. That if like Teresa, I mean, Teresa's into like the hockey player guys and all that sort of stuff. If one of those did that, like
if Steven Stamkos skated by on, in his full gear and gave her like a nice,
I don't know if it's Stamkos. She likes a good bearded hockey player, like a good cooch or something like that. Maybe, I think that could fly. I don't know, like with like male celebrities, who it would be for. Maybe like a Don Draper, whatever his name is,
John Hamm.
Yeah, it might be too old for her though, really a little creepy. But you know what I mean, though. I think everybody kind of has that, and I think I think women are okay being sexually what's the word I'm looking for? Objectified by a guy that they find attractive. I think that there is a portion of women that miss that.
I think that's all I'm going to say it out loud. I think that's always been the case and that's part of the issue is that guys who aren't the people who aren't Jason Momoas of the world,
right?
The
William Shatners,
I'm saying like,
the gross guys.
The Clint Howards of the world,
not the Jim. He had the real ugly comedian Jim. He's bald.
Jim Jeffries.
No,
Jim Norton.
Jim Norton goes around slapping asses and grabbing titties. Not gonna fly.
Not gonna. If Dave Attell wants to run around,
exactly.
It's probably not gonna go over so well.
No,
but I think that's always been the case. If you were like a super hot male model-ish type or a superstar, it's always been okay if you wanted to do a little butt slapping.
Yeah.
And the only girls that weren't about it were the ones that were they were holding on to their feminist ideals. But I think it's always been, if you were a super hot dude to the right girl,
get away with a little bit, right?
Yeah.
No,
in the same respect, it's been that way with girls too.
Yeah, for sure.
If some just absolute troll of a woman came up and like honked your dick, you're probably not gonna be as forgiving.
But when I was younger and when I was first starting to think about dating girls and you're in your preteen teens, like as you're going through puberty and you're getting your first girlfriends and you're so and so in class likes you or whatever, all that stuff, right?
Yeah,
all the fat girls liked me, and it was it was for some reason I'm like a fat girl magnet. It was always like the uggo fat girls. I'm like, I don't want this, and they would do that to me, Mike. They would objectify my skinny body.
Yeah, dude, I can still remember like one of the first girls that ever was like, where I got told like, yo, I'm pretty like word coming through the grapevine is that this girl Rhiannon really thinks you're cute.
Yeah,
and I was like 16, and I'm like, wait, like Fugly Rhiannon thinks I'm
Yeah,
cute.
that one, great. Yeah, awesome.
Fucking gross, dude.
Sucks.
Like,
This sucks. Yeah, this sucks. Yeah.
She didn't like. I think she came over and like tried to put like do a little playful thing, and I was like, "Get the fuck away from me!
Yeah, you're
leave me alone.
Get away, you creature."
Yeah, and I think.
But
I think we
you know
do
what
need to
though?
change-
That's the right type of bullying in a weird way, because maybe then she ends up like going to the gym. She gets hot. She gets some plastic surgery. Maybe she like does her makeup right. You know, gets her hair done. She could look like somewhat like normal, not like a goblin. Or
She just want black dudes.
Oh, there's that too. Are there some people that are like, remember that show The Swan, where they would take ugly people and make them look really like hot, right? Remember that?
Yeah, but some of those people weren't even like
that ugly.
Yeah, it's like you were working on like a 6.
No, you're right. You're right.
Trying to turn them into a 10. You didn't see a lot of like 2s.
This is what I'm saying. Is there like, this is an honest question. Is there a point where you're so disgusting that you can't be made into even like a 5?
I think there is.
I think there is.
But I think it's not physicality at that point, because I think
good point. Yeah.
I think
yeah.
I think I brought this up before, where it's like we've all said like, ew, that person's like a 4. Ew, that person's like a high 3. But I don't think I've ever looked at anyone, and without it being like hyperbolic for effect or hyperbolic for effect, me going like, ew, that person's a 1, without knowing like, that person also like does a bunch of really gross. I think in physicality, you can only get down to like a 4.
No, you can get down to a 1. Those people with all those like boil looking things all over them, they're 1s. Let's be real.
Okay, so but I'm saying like the vast majority of people, like, to get down to 1
without an actual disability is what we're saying.
Right, without some sort of like horrific scar
burn
or
accident,
deformity, or it's really hard for like a normal person to get on the physicality side down to like a 1. It always plays into like,
I think they can be the lowest they'll probably go is a 3.
Yeah, but to get to a 1, it's like, oh, that person also like
is a horrible person.
Digs in their ass out in public.
Yeah, it's just gross, or like
that girl
flicks boogers at people or something.
Yeah, she's like a 4, but she also like does snot rockets.
Yeah, and then
like,
goes
regularly.
Coughs shit up and like
she has like a big oozing pustule on her face.
Yeah. It's okay. Perfect example. You're a fan of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, right? I can't remember. Right. Yeah. Okay. Gail the Snail. Gail the Snail. I've seen her, like the actress in that role. She can look very attractive. Right?
Yeah.
But Gail the Snail, I forget her name, but Gail the Snail is gross just because of how gross she just is. That's the perfect example. She's like not like unattractive physically necessarily. She's just...
They doll her up and they'd make her do... It's Marilyn Radskub.
Yeah, she's awesome. And she's cute. She's like really cute. Like,
yeah, no, she's very attractive. Like and outside of her Gail the Snail role.
Well, that's the thing about all these like Hollywood. Like, it doesn't matter what. Like all the nerds in Hollywood, all the unattractive people, like or the people that are playing roles of unattractive people and nerds and everything in movies. You go look at them in real life, and they're all like 10s or at least 8s or 9s. You know what I mean?
It's what is it? She's All That.
Yeah, it's a lot of that.
It's Lainey Boggs.
Yeah,
when they had her in like the painted, like the paint smeared overalls with her glasses on and her hair up in a bun, I'm like, she's not ugly
at all.
She's not even close. She's like a 5.5 to a 6 as the nerd, as gross Lainey Boggs.
No, 100%.
And then they're like, oh, hold on 1 second, and they like take her glasses off and pull out her ponytail, and it's like, oh, well, of course she's a 9. What the fuck are you even talking about?
I'll give you a weird one that I think like on the dude side, for instance, just like a handsome, like maybe a conventional good-looking dude, but I still think is a good-looking dude is Dwight Wayne Wilson from The Office.
Rainn Wilson.
Well, yeah, he's like a pretty handsome-looking dude when you give him a bit of a beard and a good makeover and glasses and hair and everything. It's like you're not like a horrible-looking guy.
Steve Carell. They did that to him.
Yeah, 100%.
They did that where they give you like the Michael Scott picture where it's like the first season of The Office when he's like losing his hair. And then the next picture, he's got like some like beard scruff and it's like a black and white photo.
Yeah.
And he's wearing like some like bespoke gear.
Yeah, and he looks all classy and good looking.
Oh shit, that dude's super hot. Like,
yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. It's amazing just like those little things, right? That make such a like weird big difference. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Moving on a tad, and it kind of fits in with some of our 90s rubbish that we've been talking about, but I kind of got a little game for you that I made up today, Mike.
Okay.
You won't find it in any of our notes. It's something that I kind of came up with last minute. And you know, I've been playing with the AI. I love playing with my AI songs and all that. But I also love playing with a good old kazoo. Oh, hang on. Wait, this one, did I just break? I think I broke this one. I was fucking with it earlier. There you go.
That's nice.
Yeah. So I got some fancy kazoos. So here's what I want to do with you today. This is a weird experiment. This is probably not a game that we're going to always play. This is just a me and you kind of weird experiment here. I recorded me playing the kazoo of a bunch of different songs. And then I asked AI to cover them. Okay?
Oh.
So that's a new feature now, right? We can get AI to kind of cover songs. And so what we're going to do is I will tell you, well, first off, they're all 90s alternative songs, right? So it comes from a genre that fits in with the show and also fits in with, you know, it's not like I'm going to pull some weird obscure song at you here. These are all songs that you know. Right?
Popular songs.
Popular songs. I did a category. I just went 90s alternative and kind of went from there, right? And I've only got 3. I just only had time to do the 3, but basically I recorded the kazoo of me singing them or kazooing them, whatever you want to call it, and then into my phone, and then at that point turned it into a cover. I will have 2 options for each song, so 2 different covers. Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to see if you can guess what AI is interpreting the original song to be.
Oh, okay.
All right. It's an interesting concept. And I'm just curious. It's kind of a, how well did I do? But also how well did AI do? Right.
Almost like Kazuki-oki. Their karaoke?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. It's kind of like that, but kind of with AI, playing along. So, all right,
name that kazoo.
Name that kazoo or whatever. We'll come up with a better probably title here, at some point. But yeah, check this out. So this is the first one here, and see if this rings any bells.
I'm getting nothing.
I'm surprised you can get it there. I didn't say this part as well. I'm only doing kind of like pre-choruses and choruses. Like, so I'm not on this one. I did, at least it's a pre-chorus and chorus. I'm not necessarily starting at the very top of the song. I'm giving you the kind of catchy bit that you would know. All right. We'll keep it going. We'll keep it going. Still stumped? Still stumped? Do you want to hear
feel
this?
like-
Do you want to hear the second AI version and maybe see if that
Yeah.
helps? Okay.
Because I feel like it's getting close. I'm getting close.
All right.
Oh, bro, this is making me feel dumb. I know as soon as you say it, I'm gonna feel like, oh, of course it is. Yeah.
So, do you want to hear the original Just the Kazoo? Like how this is what
Yeah.
I did, and see if you get it with that.
Maybe, yeah. Is it, oh, it's Four Non-Blondes that hey? Or, yeah.
What's going on? Yeah,
What's going
you
on?
got it. Hey,
I said, hey, what's going on?
And back to the first one I played. Now you can probably hear it. Listen, listen.
You know what, though?
What's going on? See, I mean, it's so you got to kind
This
of
is-
put your head into the game. Like you got to kind of like try and figure it out because of what AI is doing, what it's getting it from, with me interpreting it, and then like it's like a double interpretation.
Well, and I think this is what Glee was doing a long time ago.
Really?
Because they would do just cover songs. They would sing covers of like popular songs, but they would change them to be done without like a lot of the extra instrumentals in them. And they would just, and it was all about the singing portion, but they added when it does the secondary interpretation of the kazoo, of you doing the kazoo version, it fills in with like all the extra,
All
like,
these
guitar
extra bits,
strums,
yeah.
and like bass hits and stuff like that, and
It kind of
So
throws
you
you off a little bit, right?
you are having to like almost think like, okay, this is the song, but whatever it actually is would be simpler than this.
Correct.
Like, because
Yes.
okay,
So yeah, now that you got that one under your belt, you know the song. Like this is. Do you want to get the next one?
yeah, let's try this again.
Okay, let's try this again. This is of course going to be the AI version before I get to the kazoo. So see if you can guess what the inspiration with this. Now I'll add that I put onto the description of what the style would be that I typed in for the AI. This is 90s alternative song, epic chilling. Okay. I'll always at least give you that, what my prompt was. And here we go.
That's the Cranberries.
Yay! Mother goes. He did a pretty good job on this one, right?
Yeah, no, this one was a little bit more. This one I could get like pretty much right away.
And I think part of it too is that I need to I need to be more specific in how I have it. Like I just did for the first one, I just did 90s alternative song, right? I didn't really give it a lot of direction. If had I put in like acoustic guitars, had I put in like that type of thing, I feel like it might have been a little easier. Here's the second one for Zombie that I did. Not too far off. Not too far off.
No, I think that one got a lot. It was a lot more readable up to that.
Yeah, and then here's the original kazoo. In your head, we are fighting with their tanks and their guns and their bombs and their bombs. In your head, in your head.
What's in your head? Zombie, zombie.
So yeah, I think I did a pretty good job with my kazoo on that one too. Like this one, last one that I've got for you this week. Maybe we'll continue this because it is a lot of fun. But yeah, this is the I did this one as an upbeat 90s alternative song.
Okay.
All right. Let's see what you get with this one.
Oh. Is it Superstar?
Nope.
Oh God, I feel I should know this.
You're hearing it now, though, right?
Yeah. Why can't I put the name to the song now?
All right, playing the other one for you. Think about the chorus, too. Pre-chorus and chorus.
I think I'm gonna have to go to the kazoo version.
All right, going to the kazoo.
Oh, it's the New Radicals.
Yeah! Don't let go.
A Reason to Live, I guess.
I Get What You Give is the name
Get
of
What
the
You
song.
Give. I was like, I know what this is, but I just can't put a name to it.
Yeah.
But it's New Radicals, Get What You Give.
If you hear this version, you'll hear it a little bit. You'll hear it now.
It's that right there.
Yeah.
Dan.
It's gonna pull through. Don't give up. You got no reason to live. Don't forget. You only get what you give.
So, funny little side note to all of this. My new job at the old Pizza Bruno, the default playlist that plays like pretty much all day if someone doesn't specifically hook up their Spotify to it
This is
is like is all of this. It's
Yeah.
like New Radicals, Fastball,
Yep. That's the new,
Like-
like when you go into grocery stores now, it's like
the
it's-
Wallflowers.
Yep.
Like,
Instead of it used to be like that old like elevator jazz type shit, right? Like back in the day. Now, like in Kmart used to have their own weird like playlists and stuff.
it's
Now,
all
like
like-
every store you go in, it's this shit. I mean, you'll hear
late 90s,
Yep.
early 2000s, alternative rock.
All right, let's go down a list. Let's see how many we can like, but without like taking we can keep going with the list. If one of us stumbles, we just keep naming artists until we are out of them. See how many we can get type thing that would be on this playlist. I'll start with New Radicals.
Yeah. Fastball.
Third Eye Blind.
Yeah. The Wallflowers.
Everclear.
Oh, Whitey Ford, because somehow he makes it in
Ford.
there.
Yeah, Whitey Ford somehow does make it in there. We're not at the Strokes era yet. We're still at Matchbox 20.
Yeah. You're still doing stuff. Damn, Matchbox 20 does kind of fit it.
I'm gonna
all the
save you.
way.
I'm gonna save you, Sister Hazel.
A Blues Traveler. I mean, you still
Hootie,
get Blues
Hootie and the Blowfish.
Smash Mouth.
Yeah, they're in there. Ooh, fuck. I'm getting Whitney Houston sometimes finds its way in there, but that's like kind of a previous generation. So I'll
Sugar Ray.
Sugar Ray,
all day.
100%. You're right. I already failed. I already feel like I failed.
And then it is stuff like the Cranberries.
Yeah.
You still get that.
Yeah.
What I've described it as the music I was listening to on my hi-fi stereo system at like 14, 15 years old.
Ooh, here's one. Filter will find its way in there.
100%.
Live will find its way in there.
Len.
Yeah. Oh, Steal My Sunshine is such a good song. I don't care what anybody
Still
says.
should get a lot of claps.
You know
Still
what?
should.
I want to actually cover that song like in real life with a real band and stuff. Like I feel like that song doesn't get enough love.
Steal My Sunshine?
Yeah.
Oh no, it should be getting a lot more looks. We still get a lot of stuff like OMC.
How bizarre. How bizarre.
Yep. Bro, that was me and my best friend Will's
From the
like,
fellas
favorite
in the
song.
To the six figures in the front, cruising down the freeway in the hot sun.
Yeah, dude. We used to
that
go.
song's a banger, dude.
We would go to the skating rink here in town and then pay like the 50 cents to request that they would play OMC How Bizarre so that we could skate to it.
Oh, here's one that's falling into this guy. White Town. Deep cut, bro. Deep cut. I could never be your woman.
Yeah.
And they had the other one. They got didn't they
They get
I wanna be you wanna
I thought that was that's
Savage
not-
Garden. That's Savage Garden. Yeah, that's Savage Garden. But they're in there. They're in there.
We do get some Soundgarden in there.
remember
But I
that?
think even that's that's starting to age out of the era that we're talking about a little bit.
Okay, yeah, it is probably, but I feel you get a little Verve pipe. I feel like you get a little of them.
Oh yeah, dude, I heard Freshman the other day, and
Freshman,
I told my
solid song.
my coworker, I'm like, oh, bro, because I was singing along. I was like,
when
I
was
young,
I
you know the
knew
Verve pipe?
everything.
And I'm like, oh, brother,
Uncle
I used to-
really ever took advice.
I used to karaoke the Freshman.
With my head on
And-
the floor, stopping baby's breath with
and a shoe full of rice
no.
now.
I always used to sing it as "and a shoe full of rice." Now I don't know what he's saying there.
That's what he's saying.
Why does he have a shoe full of rice?
I think it's a
Racist joke? It's a racist joke. And then there was that Savage Garden one that wasn't the pussy one. That was I don't need to set it aside. I don't close my eyes. Stick a tape to the place that suits my eyes. Stick a fan on my feet like a blah, 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 like a chicken cherry cola. I don't need to try to explain or just hold on tight. And if it happens again, I'll lose on silence of the arms and the lips and the face of the human cannibal that I need to, I want to. Won't stand a little bit bolder. Won't stand a little bit closer. Only a little bit on it. I want you, yeah. I want you to say I know if I need you, yeah. Yeah, dying to find out. Remember that one? I'm dying to find out. That was a good song.
I think at the end, I asked, I'm like, so who, apparently it's just the owner, Bruno. It's just his default playlist.
Yeah. It's
I'm
good
like,
for business.
oh.
It's not necessarily exactly what he wants to listen to, but it's good for business. If you can't always play what you want to listen to in your own pub or pizza shop or whatever. If it was like that, then you'd have like replacements and shit playing at the Irish pub over here, and then you'd have probably punk rock playing at Bruno's place, right?
More than likely, yeah. He seems like a pretty punk rock type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, you know what? If this is the playlist we got to listen to, I could work like this pretty much all day. Like this is just, it's good stuff. I'll always love it. No, I mean they could throw some cooler stuff in there, of course, but yeah, we might. Okay.
Well, that's in the next 5 years. Now in the next 5 years, what's going to happen is then you're going to start transitioning into your early 2000s era, where you're going to get some of
All American Rejects
and your Strokes and your Hives and your like White Stripes.
Oh, the Vines. Can we get the Hives and the Vines back in?
They're going to be back in. They're going to be back in. Yeah,
100%. Dude, just as a mention, the Hives are going back on tour. I guess
they've been
just
back,
released...
man. No, they've been back. I've been,
really?
I've been following. I've followed the Hives comeback. It was, they took almost 10 years off. Then they released that last album. They've been on tour in Europe for probably close to 2 years now.
Well, dude, I'm here for it.
It's great because they wear the same outfits and they're all fat. And like they don't even care. They're like, yeah, we got old, but we're doing the same exact fucking thing. We don't care. Even Pele, like who is like the charismatic like frontman, fat. Like he's like
he's got a little gut now.
Oh yeah, it's hilarious and it's awesome. And I'm like, yeah, this is great. This is exactly what they need to be doing. Like and it because it plays into it actually.
Yeah, they do look a little portlier than they used to.
Yeah, I think they're actually not trying to care about it, whereas like so many bands do. You know, like they try and look exactly like they did in their 20s, and they're like, no, we're not doing that. Like we're 43, 48 now, or 45 now. You know, we're not gonna be like that.
I remember I had the Veni Vidi Vicis. Like that album got a lot of play back when I was young.
That album slaps.
Like I was very happy with that album.
Yeah, another one that I was kind of they were different, but Franz Ferdinand, you're gonna start hearing.
Oh, loved them. Yeah. Loved them.
And you're gonna start hearing that like in another few years. They're gonna be in that kind of group like "Take Me Out." Boom, 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 boom.
I'm happy because Modest Mouse has been they had a longer span of musical time, so they've already been kind of back in. Like you'll still get a Float On. You've been getting Float On for like 10
I was about
years.
to say this. This is interesting because there are certain bands that made the jump and found their way into those earlier playlists on stores and stuff way earlier than they really probably should have.
Right.
Modest Mouse Float On is a perfect example of that. One that I was thinking of that did it as well. Jet. Are you gonna be my girl? Boom, 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 boom.
That song was like a very
everywhere.
And I think pretty much since its release.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember hearing that like at Universal. I mean, I'm almost certain that played at Universal like out on loudspeakers
somewhere. Yeah, it was in City Walk. It was playing in City Walk a ton. I remember that like from my days at the factory.
And that was 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah, and way after its like sell by date, if you want to call it that, right? Like it's one of those, probably, of course, you know, Universal Music Group. I'm sure they have a reason to play it, but
of course,
but it's one of those that like it's just it's a catchy tune. They had one more song, Cold Heart Bitch, that never really took off. And that was it. Never heard from
and I think it's only because it said bitch that it
probably
didn't. But
it's a good song.
I remember hearing that out.
Yeah, and well, the I don't know if they ever got sued for it, but the bass line for "Are You Gonna Be My Girl" is straight up a Iggy Pop like ripoff. It's "Lust for Life." Boom,
yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. If you listen to the two back to back, like it's clearly evident. Like Iggy Pop's just probably cool enough to be like, that's rock and roll, man. Yeah, like you take influences, you do it. Like, I don't think they ever got sued, but it also probably explains why you don't hear anything of like Jet trying to come back and like do a thing. It's like, no, we made millions on royalties from that one song. We're good.
We don't need to.
We sold it to every commercial. Moby was the one like that. Moby like had like no mainstream real success until he started selling all of his music into like car commercials and shit. And I think he still has some like weird Guinness World Book record. Like, say there's like 13 songs on that album. I think it was Moby Play. However many songs, 12, 13, typical album for its time. I think it was like he sold 60 to 70% of the songs as like commercials. And that's honestly when like it started like getting like play, you know?
Dude, I just put in Moby Play.
Yeah.
It's Moby's 5th studio album, but it's like his most successful one.
By far.
And they attribute it directly to its use of music for licensing in films, TV, and advertisements.
So
like
exactly what I just said. So, oh man, I'm right about something for once. Yeah, I actually did.
It's just crazy that like it's in like the immediate blurb that comes up in the AI generation. It's like, yeah, it was only popular because they used it in everything.
Yeah, but like I do remember. I think before that, there was the one that was. Ooh, lordy, loud, trouble so high. Ooh, lordy, loud, trouble so high. Don't nobody know my trouble. You know that? Remember that one? That one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that one was the first, like, real big one. Don't nobody know my trouble.
You know how old Moby is now?
All right, let me guess. I don't think he's 60 yet. I think I'm going to go that Moby. Ooh, but he did kind of get a late break. He was probably in his late 30s because he'd done, like you said, he did like plenty of albums before Play. He was a trance DJ. Mm-hmm. So he's probably in his late 30s, early 40s then. That's got to be. Okay, he is over 60. I'm going to say he's over 60. He is 63 years old.
I mean, you should have gone with he's right at 60. He was born in 1965.
Okay, that's pretty good though. I got pretty close, 3 years.
Yeah, and you know what? They give you some images of him now.
I had to do Moby math on it though. Like it's definitely not an easy one. I did some Moby math.
This guy has not changed his look in 30 years. He's been rocking the little.
Well, it's kind of all he's got. He's got the P Von T, you know, like that's what you got now.
I always thought that P Von T was Moby.
Yeah,
for a while.
Well, I'm pretty sure I've never seen the two in the same place, like at the same time. True. You know, like I don't know that.
Maybe that's how he afforded that swank ass little apartment.
Yeah,
with Moby money.
Yeah, it's that Moby money, bro. Like all that commercial. Yeah, his wife would not have divorced him if he had that Moby money, bro. Yeah.
We love you, Pete.
Oh, I love it. I got to reach out to him. I think he lives down the street. But did you like the game? We're gonna continue. I don't know. Maybe we'll continue playing it. Would you play it again? Mike? Yeah, that was good. We could probably refine it, right? Like maybe we'll take turns with like you and Ty next time, and like you get 1 point, or you get like 3 points if you get it on the first thing I play. If you ask me to play the second version, then you get 2. And then if
I gotta hear the kazoo,
then you only get 1 point if you gotta do, you know what I mean? I think that's a good way to play it. I think that's a solid system for the game. Okay. All right, cool. I'm
down with that.
I was a little worried about it, but it seems like I'm not gonna say it's a massive hit yet, but we'll get there. You know, we're beta testing these things. We'll do this. Let's do one last little bit here. I wanted to talk about this because I discovered some stuff earlier today that I found fascinating. We'll play a little of this. I like playing this. This is good background music, right? So, you ever heard of Ryan James' Wedding?
No.
Okay. So, you pull up his Wikipedia, and it's what a sentence, just to start it off. Ryan James' Wedding Born the 14th of September, 1981. So he's not that old. Only a few years older than us. He is a Canadian drug trafficker and former Olympic snowboarder. Okay. It's quite the resume.
I mean, how are you going to traffic your drugs otherwise but than snowboarding in Canada?
So, here's the thing. I guess he wasn't, like, that good. He made it to, like, number 25 or something. Like, so he was, like, but he was obviously still a pretty decent athlete. You're in the Olympics, right? Like,
Yeah.
You did all right, but he never was, like, gold, silver, bronze, anything even close to that. He was lower down the list. But here's the deal. It says he represented Canada, he's a Canadian, at the 2002 Winter Olympics in the men's parallel giant slalom event.
Okay.
After the Olympics, he became a transnational drug trafficker. On the 6th of March, 2025, he was added to the FBI's 10 most wanted fugitive list. And we've never heard of him. Like, I think that's kind of fucking hilarious, right? Like, this guy, you would think this story would be bigger, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Apparently, after the Winter Olympics, he moved back to Canada, Vancouver, and he was going to, college, got into bodybuilding. He started working as a bouncer. After 2 years in college, he dropped out and began to speculate in real estate, which he financed by growing marijuana at a 6,800 plant warehouse on a suburban property called 18 Carat Farms. In 2006, the RCMP, which is the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, raided the farm and found a shotgun, ammunition, and $10 million worth of cannabis. Wedding was not on the property at the time, and there was not enough evidence to charge him. He apparently expanded his operation when he joined up with Iranian and Russian cocaine smugglers. And in 2010, he was convicted of attempting to buy cocaine from a U.S. government agent in 2008, for which he was sentenced to 4 years in prison. On October 17th, October 2024, Wedding was charged with by the U.S. Department of Justice with leading a transnational organized crime group that engaged in cocaine trafficking and murder, including of innocent civilians. He's charged with multiple felonies, including drug trafficking, leading a criminal organization, 3 counts of murder, and 1 attempt to commit murder. He is currently a fugitive. He was one of 16 people to be charged as part of an Operation Giant Slalom in a joint investigation by several agencies. Now, come on.
Now, hold on. Do they only call it Operation Giant Slalom because it's cocaine? Or that actually works on a couple levels.
Well, exactly.
Because it's cocaine.
And the snowboarding, and he participated.
And he was an international skier.
Yeah, or snowboarder, but yeah. I mean, but he did compete in the slalom for the Olympics. So 100%, that's not too subtle, is it? Like, I think
they're like, we're going after this dude because he's a fucking skier.
So the murders in which Wedding is accused of having carried out were of Jagtar Sidhu, 57, his wife, Harbaba Shidhu, 55, Mohammed Zafar, 39. The Sidhus were killed in November 2003, while Zafar was killed in May 2004. Wedding is believed to have ordered the murders alongside Andrew Clark, who has been charged with the April 24 murder of Randy Fedor, 29. According to authorities, so after he got put in jail for that first time, for that 4 years,
those first couple murders.
For the 4 years for his cannabis farm, and trafficking and all that. He got out, and that's when he started all this shit, right? This guy was just fucking doubling down, bro.
Most people that get out of prison and they're like, all right, I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to go on the straight and narrow.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude Wedding is like, listen, dude, I know how to do it this time.
I've never been that. I was only 25th in the world at snowboarding. Let me tell you how good I am at fucking drug trafficking, bro. This is my real calling.
You know what sucks too? is that nowadays when you say like, oh, someone's got arrested for trafficking, it's always people. Back in the day, if you were trafficking anything, it was just drugs.
It was just drugs. Trafficking's got a bad rap now, right? Like now now it's all people.
It used to be you're doing cool stuff. You're bringing the snow to the party.
100%.
Now it's always you're bringing a person. You're bringing a couple people.
No. Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like trafficking nowadays. Is lame.
100%. 100%. So yeah, according to authorities, since his release, Wedding fled to Mexico and became a high-ranking member of the Sinaloa cartel, Mexico's largest drug cartel.
What?
Yeah. So this dude's this good at this. He was already dealing with like Russian and Iranian drug dealers. This guy like goes, he's like, oh fuck, I'm wanted. Flees to Mexico, just like, slips into Sinaloa cartels. Like, hey, I'm good at this. Like, I'm gonna be your dude now.
Hold on. Do you think he like went to them, or do you think they were like, oh hey, crazy, this dude Wedding, he's like the best at doing this stuff?
I think it was probably
Bring
the
him
latter.
in.
I think it was probably.
You think
the
he got
latter.
recruited
I think he
into
got
the
recruited.
Sinaloa?
He is apparently known by the nicknames El Jefe, Giant, or Public Enemy. He's the alleged second in command of Wedding's trafficking ring. Was arrested in Mexico in 2024. On March 6th, 2025, Wedding was added to the FBI most wanted fugitives list, replacing Alex Flores. FBI is offering a award up to $10 million for this. But it sounds like, seriously, like from everything I've read, he's like almost, you remember when like El Chapo, who he was like the big guy in the Sinaloa cartel, they busted him? It sounds like this dude is like the new El Chapo. Like he's down there, white boy from Canada, snowboarder, is now the major
major player in the
Sinaloa cartel. How wild is that shit, bro?
So, Owen, do you think that like when you're number 2 or number 3 on like the FBI most wanted list, do you think you ever look at number 1 and you're like, God, like you like kick some dirt and you're like, I'll never make it to number 1. Like I would have to traffic so many more drugs and probably people and do more murders. He's like, I don't think I can ever reach number 1. And like, they kind of put their hands in their pockets and they're like,
that's it.
I'll never be number 1.
And that's what all he wanted. He just wanted to be number 1 in something, Mikey.
Something.
Bro,
why are we arresting this guy for being highly competitive?
Right? Like, I'm kind of into this guy. This guy seems like he's got a good head on his shoulders, Like, apart from the murders and all that, if it wasn't for the murders.
Well, and I mean, no offense, but did you hear the people he was murdering? They sounded like they were just bad Iranian
They sounded like
dudes.
terrorists anyway, Like, it sounded like they were bad dudes. Like, it wasn't.
And that's the thing. Usually, it's not like they're out there murdering, like, innocent people.
That's
Most
true.
of the people that they probably murder are, like, also drug dealers or traffickers of another nature.
They're not wrong.
You're usually only murdering your rivals.
Yeah. These are bad dudes. These are Breaking Bad criminals. This is Walter White just doing Walter White stuff. Got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know what? Honestly, I think if you have like some terminal disease, you should be allowed to traffic a little bit of drugs.
Yeah, you should be able to traffic, and you're allowed 1 murder.
and again, it's as long as the murder is like you're just murdering some other
bad
drug dealer.
Yeah. You're allowed 1 drug dealer murder. Like
that's ONO certified right there.
100%. I think we need to take a break so that we can reset for next week's show. I think that's probably the best way that we can do this, guys.
And I talked to Ty.
Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't see that, Ty. We'll catch you in a few here. It seems like he's there. He's gonna join us on next week's episode. So that is always a pleasure, guys. Yeah, tune in next week for that. Obviously, anywhere you find your podcast, ONRadioshow.com will direct you to most of that. Of course, on Apple Music and all the other stuff you can find us. I think we're even on Spotify, guys. So yeah. Go and find us over there. Of course, youtube.com/ONOmedia. Join our Facebook group and Facebook page. You can see our live shows on the Facebook page now. That's a new thing that I'm starting to do. And of course, twitch.tv/ONRS live. Mikey, anything else we got?
No, I think you nailed it.
Oh, it's the money one. Yeah, give us money.
Patreon.
We need
Patreon.com.
money. I'm losing my job soon, so patreon.com/ONRS. Give me money because I need it. That being said, what do we say when we get out of here for the first segment, Mikey? Fuck your dreams.
Welcome.